And I shop at the same store that I've been shopping at since the swap meets shut down.
Yeah.
I have no qualms about it. It's called T-Mart. It's called T-Mart. They have wonderful sock aisle. They got all of the Pro Club shirts lined up. I only wear one thing.
There you go.
Give me some
It's the Lasagna Ganja podcast. I am Mr. X to the Z Xzibit.
And I'm your girl, Tammy, a.k.a. the Cannabis Cutie.
That's right. And we have another wonderful episode of the Lasagna Ganja podcast. Mm-hmm. Lots of stuff going on. We been talking to a lot of people. Feels good. Feels good going into this journey together. I had a great interview with Adam Carolla.
Yeah.
Been doing a lot of press, a lot of people coming in asking questions. And I think we got in the right direction.
I think so too.
Yeah, definitely. If you guys want to reach out and give us any kind of feedback, or I don't know how, I'm not going to ask for criticism because really I don't give a fuck, but we do take great suggestions.
Please, we'd like your opinion on what you want to see. Who do you want us to talk to? What do you want to learn about?
Yeah, reach out for us on our IG. It is the Lasagna Ganja on IG.
Yes.
Okay, got that right. And check us out on YouTube or wherever you get your streaming. Send comments. We do want to hear what you think. All right. The Lasagna Ganja podcast. Today, we're just going to catch up. I guess we're going to do some
housekeeping.
Some housekeeping, First thing I'm going to ask for is what are you going to do for the holidays?
Ooh, so for Thanksgiving, I always do like a friend's Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, it was actually in the New York Times.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So this year, I'm going to do it again. There's a joke made for one of the Thanksgivings where people were going to dress up like the Cannabis Cutie, but I don't know if they were joking or not. And I don't know how weird it would be to walk into people like different variations of like pink sweatsuits and jackets and puffers.
Juicy couture.
And skirts and socks. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what makes it a Thanksgiving? Do you medicate the food?
Yes, there's going to be select items. Usually some dinners it's just going to be like sauces and gravy and toppings. And then others, it's like, be very careful, take small portions of everything and maybe get something to eat after.
Can you do a medicated turkey?
Absolutely. You can, the can of butter, you can baste it at the end with the can of butter.
At the end, so it doesn't kill all the all the THC in it. All right, I might have to honey baked ham.
Yes. Ooh, I love a good honey baked ham.
Do you see where I'm going? But what about, can you inject the turkey?
I'm sure, yeah.
I
but
like
so.
Towards the end, so it doesn't like stops cooking.
Yeah, but there's brands that sell gravy, so like just pour the gravy on the turkey.
Nah, you got to make your own gravy.
Okay,
you can't do that. You can't.
Okay,
that's sacrilegious. Because Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday.
Oh, is it?
It is.
Okay,
it's the only holiday where you don't have to buy shit for people.
True.
It's
true.
Holidays are so bent on what you're gonna get. And built on expectation.
Yeah.
I grew up not celebrating holidays. So I have a different
Jehovah's Witness.
I have a different perspective.
I am so sorry.
Now, when I became when I became like 19, 20 is the first time I celebrated my birthday.
Okay. Wow.
It was wild. I felt like I was going against everything that was right in the world.
Man.
But I had a great fucking time.
I used to feel so bad for the Jehovah's Witnesses at school, the kids that couldn't go to the classroom birthday parties.
It's their party, but they got to go to the cafeteria.
Yeah.
That would be me.
Oh my gosh, you can't even have a
cupcake.
That
would be me. Yeah. Some teachers just didn't give a shit. They was like, "You're taking this. I'm making sure it's not your birthday gift. It's a gift." I was like, "Damn, okay, thank you."
Oh man, so Thanksgiving is your favorite.
Yes.
Do you make your turkey or do you?
Oh no.
Okay.
No, I make everything else, but I'm a firm believer in honey baked ham.
Okay, you get the turkey from there too?
Yeah, absolutely.
I've never got their turkey.
Oh man, and I get a Popeyes one.
Okay.
You know the Popeyes hack?
I just learned right now that Popeyes.
You've never had a Popeyes turkey?
No.
Oh man, you're tripping.
Listen, I'm not even really a turkey fan. For people out there, please don't crucify me. I'm Puerto Rican. So I want pernil, like it's pork shoulder, it's
Yes.
fine, like that's what I want. And we're gonna all fight over the skin, which is gonna be hard. We call that cuerito. Like that's what I'm looking forward to.
Yep.
Yeah.
I am fully I am a brand whore when it comes to my Thanksgiving meals. I
Okay.
want a Popeyes turkey.
Okay.
And I'm a listen, for those who don't know, Popeyes, yes, the fast food restaurant has turkeys.
Taking your word for it.
They come out around the holidays. You can go into the store. Either they have them or you can order them and you can come pick it up. Thank me later.
I have to get very stoned one night and then DoorDash
Get a
this.
Popeyes turkey for Thanksgiving. You won't be disappointed.
Uh,
Also, then I go to honey baked ham. I get my ham and I get
Yes.
my turkey.
Okay.
Everything else we make from scratch because that's the joy of it. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's already done. You know?
All right, there is one side from honey baked ham. I cannot get it in the West Coast at all, but I get it in Michigan and Oklahoma.
What is it?
The sweet potato souffle.
Sweet potato souffle. I
Oh
don't think
my
I've gotten
gosh.
that one.
It is so good, but I can't find
Yeah?
it on the West Coast.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. So I know what to get you for Christmas.
All right. Okay. This one is this is a controversial side dish.
Okay.
This or that. Stuffing or dressing.
Oh, stuffing.
Ugh.
Stuff. No, not stuffing. Dressing because
Yeah.
it's made with
Cornbread dressing.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Cornbread dressing is the way to go.
Yes.
Stuffing is like, I don't know.
I
You
don't
get
like
it out the
it.
box.
Stovetop.
Stovetop, stofers, wherever the fuck that shit is.
It's gross.
Yes.
Cornbread dressing all day.
Yes, all day long.
Yes.
All day long. Now, there's a funny story about that in my family. And shout out to my Uncle Victor. My Uncle Victor is, he's the oldest male of my mom's brothers and sisters. And so, Thanksgiving is always like everybody wants to bring their spin on things. So one year, Uncle Victor decided to do fish dressing. And it was like chunks of fish it was like
No.
the worst dish that I've ever come across. And my my family has never let him live that down.
That is rancid. That sounds absolutely horrible.
It was horrible. It was like pieces of like this, cod or something sticking out of like the dressing. It was just like, yo, you could have like blended that shit up. You could have, you know what I'm saying? You could have took another approach. But
I've
it
seen
was
people
like,
put
nah.
chicken in it.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
dressing.
All that kind of stuff is great.
Yeah.
But nothing beats the regular, just, oh my God, maybe have a little cream of mushroom, cream of chicken, something, oh man, I love Thanksgiving.
All right.
Yeah.
Cranberry sauce.
Cranberry sauce, not the ones with the cranberry in it.
Correct. It has to be.
Yeah, it gotta be the
Ocean
jelly.
Spray can.
Yeah. Don't give me nothing with cranberry. That's like drinking buttermilk. I fucking hate, yo. Let me tell you. Okay, so look, you're gonna see that a lot of my stuff is based around my childhood. So Granny Fraser was like my grandparents' really good friend, and she was like really religious, and she wore this green outfit all the time with like this, saying, for Jesus in green. Everything was green, right? And so my parents wanted to have a little getaway. And so my Granny Fraser, but she was not related to me, which was really weird. But anyway, anybody called her Granny Fraser. But she decided to volunteer to babysit me and my sister. And, we had grown fond of Granny Fraser because we only saw her in spurts. Nobody ever went home with Granny Fraser until this time we went. And when we went to her house, everything was dark and it was like bars on the windows and everything was lime green. It was plastic on the couch. And then when she closed the door, she was like turned around and it felt like it was like one of them Cruella de Vil's. He's like, and then she said, I'm going to take you to church. You got a problem with that? He's like, no, well, we go to church all the time. We didn't
Mhm.
know that was pretense for something else.
Mhm.
But anyway, before we had to get up, she cooked us breakfast. We got the breakfast and she poured us some fucking shit and I sipped it and damn near fucking threw up because it was buttermilk. And she was like,
Oh.
you gonna drink buttermilk? It got nutrients. Basically it has electrolytes. You know what I'm
Dang,
saying?
Granny Fraser scarred
Yeah,
you.
she did. She did. But
Oh.
here's the scarring part of that story, that which buttermilk reminded me of. So then we go to church,
Mhm.
and she belonged to one of the like churches where people catch the Holy Ghost and
Yeah.
backflip down the aisle, and
Yeah, yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And
Yeah, wigs pop off.
yeah,
Yeah.
woo, speaking in tongues. Like we ain't
Mhm.
never seen none of that.
Oh, is it
Right?
Jehovah?
Man, it is a whole different
Yeah,
thing.
I got my
Right?
taste of it in the
Right?
South.
So we sitting in the church and all this stuff starts happening, and me and my sister looking at each other because we freaked out, and then we start crying and because we so fucking freaked out. But Granny Fraser takes it like we being touched by the Lord. She's
Oh,
like, I
God.
see, I told you you needed to be here. Oh Lord, the Lord is touching the babies. The Lord is trying to. And we just freaking out until now we crying even harder. And so she starts screaming even louder. Now she want to take us to the front. And we're like,
Oh.
no, no.
I'm
That
not
was
laughing at
that was
you.
absolutely horrifying. So then our parents come to pick us up, right? We done drank buttermilk with our breakfast. We done been, subjected to all kinds of weird ass board games that we don't know what didn't come from no toy store. All right. She got some made up shit. She done took us to the motherfucking revival church.
Oh,
We was jumped in our parents'
no.
arms like, oh, we love you. We love you. Take us away. That was awesome,
Y'all
though.
went on, was it Wipe Swap, but the kid
Yeah.
version, parent swap?
Yeah, we never fuck with Granny Fraser after that.
Shout out to Granny
Yeah,
Fraser.
but she was bad. We love her. We'd see her, be like, nah, we good on that one, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, but we love Granny Fraser.
So
Shout
you
out.
hate buttermilk. What about like buttermilk ranch or
Yeah, it's different. Like, you don't
okay.
have to drink that. You can't be fooled into
Gotcha,
drinking
gotcha.
ranch dressing. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
well, like fish oil,
Mm-hmm.
like the pills.
Yes.
So when I was a kid, so my mom was born in 1947.
Mm.
So she just never, we just don't adapt to the new technologies,
Right,
right?
right.
So cod liver oil
Oh.
in a
Mm-hmm.
spoonful as a
Yep.
child, I'm sure it was abuse.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
and I have a twin, so we used to scatter like roaches. Like, we were out of, as soon as we saw this bottle of Scott's emulsion come out, it's so thick and pasty, and it was just the worst possible thing to
Mhm.
like. I just wanted a Flintstone.
Yeah, and they swore by it. It was like, yeah, you gonna
Yeah.
drink the old fucking 1914 remedies.
Yeah.
And what was that red shit they used to put on our cuts? It didn't do shit. What was it? What was it called? It
Liquid
was
Band-Aids?
no. It was like a liquid, and it did, but it did absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like supposed to be kind of like something to clean out the wound, but really it just stained the clothes that you had on.
See, I don't remember
Yeah,
that. My mom used to make a lot of concoctions, though. Like,
yeah,
we didn't have cough syrup. It was like lemon and honey.
yes,
And
with some alcohol in it.
see, my mom never did that, like a hottie toddy.
Yeah,
Yeah, we didn't get those. No alcohol for
man.
us. But
My parents, we loved getting sick. And our parents had this shit that was in this jar with all kinds of onions and
oh yeah,
lemons
hmm
and all kinds of stuff. They leave the rinds
fermented.
on it,
Yeah.
and then they fucking pour alcohol in it. So I was like, this
Lit.
ain't bad.
Lit. Yeah, my mom used to boil ginger when my stomach hurt. That was my
Yeah,
ginger tea. And
yeah.
I hated her for it, but now that I look back on it, I'm like, man, you really set me up for success here, lady. Thanks, Rosa.
Hell yeah.
Also, if she sees me call her by her first name, I'm in trouble. So I
Yeah.
hope she's not watching.
Yeah. Yeah, the holidays are fun. I know
Yeah.
we're gonna enjoy a bunch of cannabis.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to the holidays because I get to slow down a bit.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great time. Going it. I mean, this year went by so fast.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. So we're already getting into 2024.
We
Wow,
are getting into
wow.
2024. This one went really fast. I can't believe it's, Christmas is almost here.
Hmm.
That Christmas is now, as much as I love to eat Thanksgiving food,
Hmm.
Christmas is like one of the ones where I'm like,
Isn't it the same menu though? It's the same menu.
it's the same menu,
Right, right.
except we don't have turkey. We in Puerto Ricans, we do what's called pasteles, which is like the Puerto Rican version of a tamale.
Ah,
Yeah.
understood. Yeah, tamales are big. Tamales are
So
big.
that's what we
I
do.
like
Yeah.
Christmas tamales.
Okay, yeah,
You
and
know.
we have Christmas pastels. Our outer is like plantain, like bananas.
Yes.
Yeah, that's our outer instead of like corn
Yes.
masa.
Do you think there's a difference?
Big difference. Huge difference.
What's the difference?
It's, tamales are like corn husks, and then you
No,
have
I
the
know the
meat.
difference, but I mean, you think there's a difference in taste? Like
Oh,
which
the texture is so different. The
okay.
taste is immensely different. And then, like, I am one of the ratchet Puerto Ricans that's gonna douse it in ketchup.
Yeah,
And
ketchup.
you don't put a ketchup on a tamale. You don't. You
No.
salsa. But listen, I don't
No.
know too many Puerto Ricans who don't eat pasteles with ketchup or something. Cancel me if you want to. I'm putting ketchup on my
Ketchup.
pasteles. Yes. Have you ever had one?
Yes, I've had it both ways.
And you don't put ketchup on it?
No.
Have you ever tried it?
No. You can't put ketchup on a tamale. That's sacrilegious.
Not a tamale, a pasteles. They're different.
What the fuck? It's a tamale.
No. Okay, Mexicans and Puerto Ricans, we share a language, kinda. It's a different Spanish, different bodies of water, different parts of the globe.
Yes, understood,
So
understood.
we wrap ours in a different leaf. They wrap theirs in a corn husk. They use corn masa, like that's their base.
McDonald's and
Ours is
McDowell's.
plantain. No.
McDonald's and McDowell's.
I don't think a single Puerto
A
Rican or
tamale
Mexican
is,
out there
hey,
agrees
is
with
it
you.
in a husk?
No,
Listen,
it's in a leaf.
okay. Is it wrapped like a husk?
Yes,
Does it have meat in it?
it does.
Does it have corn?
No, it's plantain. We mash it up. We mash up the green bananas. We like grate them down.
Okay, that's a bigger difference.
It's a huge difference.
Yes, but you can't prepare the corn masa in the banana leaf too.
Absolutely.
You can do
use
that.
it, yeah.
You can do it. So it's the same fucking thing.
It's kinda the same thing. Our food is closer to West African food
Yes.
than Mexican food.
Yes, understood.
So that's where we're gonna be using like plantains and like
Mhm.
yuca and the same flavorings. We have a peas and rice. It's arroz con gandules. That's what that is. So, but Mexican food, Mexican and Central American food is like a whole different genre.
Yes, correct.
Mhm.
So I mean, like I used to live in New Mexico, like
Mhm.
in Albuquerque. The Mexican cuisine is mixed with
Mhm.
Indian
Yes.
cuisine.
Ooh.
And so the spices and the way and it just comes together beautifully. New Mexican cuisine is way different than Southern California Mexican cuisine.
Mhm.
It is night and day.
Mhm.
I personally love, Mexican food, period.
Mhm.
But I encourage everyone to get in front of a New Mexican based plate and see how spicy it is. It's man, I'll go there right now just to sit down into a
I'm
restaurant.
curious now.
Oh,
I do agree with you on the native food. I grew up
mhm,
in Oklahoma.
mm,
So native food like Indian bread
yes.
is so good. Indian
Sopapillas,
tacos.
stuffed sopapillas, ugh.
That's New Mexico?
Green, red chili.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like real green chili, like not this stuff you get in the store. I mean,
Okay.
this stuff is they char it. You could smell the hot coming
Okay.
off this thing. You know what I'm saying?
I don't like
It's
hot
awesome.
foods.
Awesome.
I don't like hot foods. That's a big difference with Caribbean, Puerto Rican
Yes.
food versus
Yes.
like Mexican food.
Yes.
It hurts sometimes. It hurts.
Well, hopefully we get the menus that we're looking for the holidays.
Absolutely.
Yes, I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Mhm.
I love to cook. I love to cook more and more. I got my favorite restaurants, but I like to actually cook at home.
Okay, so you're a
Yeah.
good cook.
I do know how to cook.
All right.
Yes, I do know how to cook.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, my grandmother taught me.
Not Frasier, not Granny
No,
Frasier.
my grandmother. You see, I said grandmother. Granny is something from my Granny Fraser and grandmother are two different people,
Okay.
but I was single for a very long time. And so I would be, missing those home cooked meals.
Mhm.
So like I would just bug my grandmother. I'd be like, I call her like, Grandma, how you do this? How you do that? She said, Boy, you need to just come over here and just sit with me and learn how to do this once and for all. So I said, all right, bet. So
Mhm.
I spent time with my grandmother, just kind of like when I had time, I would just go over there and she showed me how to do things.
Mhm.
And it just like once you learn the principles, once you learn the basics, you can kind of expand on it and make it your own. But once you know how things work
Yeah.
and don't just use salt
Mhm.
and pepper, you know what I'm saying? Like be
Mhm.
able to, there's all these other spices for a reason, you know. And so and
Exactly.
so I started learning. I basically wanted to learn how to make a Thanksgiving dinner from scratch.
Okay.
So I learned how to do the dressing. I know how to do I know how to make the turkey. I know
Mhm.
how to do it. But honey baked ham seems to have it down pat.
Listen, I'm never making a ham as long as honey baked ham is in business. Like,
Yeah.
for what? It's so good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And you gotta try Popeyes too.
I have to try a Popeyes turkey. I still don't believe that this exists.
What?
I feel like this has to be like a holiday special
No, you can no,
episode
you can get them
of
right now.
Popeyes turkey. You can get
You
them
can get
now?
them right now.
Wow.
Yep, go get
Pumpkin
them
spice
joints.
and Popeyes turkeys.
Yep, you gotta do it.
Wow.
You gotta do it.
Wow.
Shit, are you going do you fuck around, and travel, or do you just stay home?
Gosh, I try not to travel on the holidays just because it's so hectic.
Mm.
If I am gonna travel on the holidays, it will be the day of the holiday because the airports are empty.
Yeah, do you drive or fly? You fly?
Fly.
Uh,
And
mm.
it's flying on the it's not fun. So I'm thinking about this year maybe going like up the mountain, going to Big Bear, hoping for some snow, doing
Yeah.
something like that. That'll be fun. Um, but usually I'm at the house
Yeah,
relaxing.
no, we me and my family, we like to go to the snow.
Okay.
We like to go I actually ski really well.
Wow.
Yes, I know it's amazing. I know it's I know it's unheard of. Yes, I can swim too. Yeah, fuck you guys, motherfuckers. But I do know how to ski really well.
Okay.
So I do like to hit the snow.
Okay.
But I've never broken a bone. So
Is there
I'm
wood?
thinking now shouldn't be this time to start. So I'm
Knocking on wood
yeah, I'm
for
like,
you.
I don't know. Seems I used to bounce back a lot faster.
Do you know why I won't ski?
Why not?
Christopher Reeves. I'm sorry. I just think of that
Sonny Bono too.
yeah, I think of the Eminem lines where he's talking like, that's
You're
exactly why
basing your life experience of skiing
um,
on hitting a tree.
it's Eminem's fault. It's his albums, and yeah, I'll never
Well, I
forget it. I'm like,
mean,
"Dang, that's what
I
happened to
don't know.
Christopher Reeves?"
I don't know. I think well, anything can happen. Let me not say that.
True.
Anything can happen, but I think you'll be all right.
You know, maybe in another life. I don't know.
Come on, the best things in life are on the other side of fear.
I like my feet on the ground.
Oh, they're on the
Like, I'm
ground?
not really gonna ride a roller coaster. You won't catch me jumping out of airplanes,
I'm
like
gonna do that on my 50th.
really? Jump
Yes.
out of a plane?
Mhm.
Have you ever wanted to, or is that just, like, getting over a
Well, no, I
fear?
wanted to, but
Okay.
I had to really like. Where's a point where I want to do this where I'll never forget it anyway, but it'll be a good milestone for me.
I have no
Yeah,
desire to
it's
know what that feels
symbolic in a
like.
lot of ways.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay, how so?
It's like at 50, they say that you're, basically halfway through your journey.
Okay.
And so at 50, I want to be able to make a significant change
Mhm.
in my whole process, the way I
Mm.
live, what I live for, when I'm doing, there's a lot of things that I want to change.
Okay.
So I think that is going to be a big part of the, beginning of that for me.
Okay. And
It's going to like jumping out of a plane is going to be very exhilarating. It's going to be a once in a lifetime thing. You know,
wow.
for me, I'm not going to change it that often. Redman does it all the time.
Does he?
He does it by himself.
I had no idea, but
Yeah,
that makes
Redman. Shout out
sense.
to Redman.
Yeah.
You know, but I've wanted to do this for a long time, so I think it'd be like being baptized almost. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like jumping out of a plane, like fuck yeah, let's go do this. Like pregame.
I have zero desire. I don't even like driving too fast. Like I
Yeah.
like to be calm and peaceful. That is my energy all day long. So I get stressed out on rides. People are screaming. It's going so fast. The wind hurts,
I live for that. I love
throwing
it.
me around.
I love it. I love it.
All right. Well, I can't wait for you to do it.
Yeah, yeah, we'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see. 50 years old.
All right. Shall we take a smoke break?
Yeah, let's do that.
Mhm.
All right. Roll up. It's the Lasagna Ganja podcast, Mr. X to the Z Xzibit.
And I'm Tammy, aka the Cannabis Cutie.
Yes, and we talking about warming up for the holidays,
Hmm.
man. And speaking of warming up, it looks like what is that on the table
Okay,
right there?
this
It's a purple looking
Yeah.
like Willy Wonka pipe. What is that?
we could call it that. We could call it that. This is a Puffco Proxy
Mm.
in a limited colorway. It's called the Bloom.
Hmm.
But I use it to do hash. So I
Okay.
have matching hash. Shout out to Smokers Club, and
Yes.
then the matching hot knife. So I literally can just like get in there and then melt my wax right onto
Instead of having
there
a torch.
instead of having a torch. Yeah, and then
Very
I
clean.
just like double click it and it heats it, and then
Very clean.
it's a dry hash bowl.
Nice.
Yeah.
Shout out Puffco, man.
Puffco,
Very innovative.
very innovative.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out Puffco.
Yeah.
So is that your preference instead of smoking blunts, or do you?
I am number one a blunt girl,
Mm,
but it's nice to do hash. I like to low temp dab hash
mm.
so I can taste the terps. And I also don't want to be like out of this world
Yeah.
God sometimes. So it's a different way to appreciate cannabinoids, but
Mm,
I'm a flower girl first and foremost.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've been getting into edibles. I ain't gonna lie.
All right.
I was straight backwoods for a lot of years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Straight, like every
Yeah.
one. Um, but now it's just like, okay, cool. I'm starting to get into edibles a lot.
Okay.
It curbs me wanting to. First of all, I think it's a habit just to be smoking, period.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But I think now it's like breaking. I still get to where I need to go, and it's still been good. So I am flower first too,
Mm-hmm.
but then edibles are starting to be a close second
All
behind.
right. All
Yeah.
right. Edibles are, you just never know, because I guess today in 2023, you can find strain specific edibles, but before they were just throwing in all kind of different terpenes and different compounds, and I'm very sensitive to some of them. So
Mm.
it was just hit or miss with edibles. But now that people are like, all right, we used an OG to make this, then I'll mess with it. But you just, yeah, you never know.
When your people come over for the holidays, do
Hmm.
they smoke freely in front of the family, or you still go on the cousin walk?
If my mom is hosting, I'm going on a cousin walk. I'll be respectful. But if you're at my house, which I do host like every 3 years, I
Yeah.
have a beautiful spread. Like it is the
Yeah.
appetizer table away from the kids. We've got it all kind of devices too.
Not me. I pass my kids joints. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I was
Fuck.
gonna say that's so cool.
Fuck.
That's so
No. No,
cool.
no, all bullshit aside, I do like consume. My family already knows. I try to keep it 1,000 with them,
Yeah.
and that's part of it. You got to take the good with the bad,
Yeah.
or whatever you think. But no, most of the people don't have a problem with it. My grandma thinks it's funny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But speaking of smoking with your kids,
Uh-huh.
I, for a long time, never wanted to do that. I
Okay.
never wanted to do it.
Right.
Right. And so my oldest finally, like I knew he was dabbling with it, but he made it a point. He cornered me. He was like, all right, dad, we're going to do this. You smoke a joint with me. I was like, yo, I am not going to. I don't know why I made my son sound like he was fucking like Beavis and Butthead or something, but no, we definitely had that moment where it was fun, something I never wanted to do, and I did it, and I still felt like I was doing something wrong. I mean, I held this guy in the palm of my hands,
Aw.
and so it's just like, I never want my things, my stuff, the negative things that I feel to be on my children.
Yeah.
So I think, one of those things, it's one of those things I picked up. But when I saw him smoking, and I was just like, he's like, Dad, I'm not doing this because of you. I'm doing this because I'd like to do
Mhm.
this. And I was just like, oh, son, oh, you know what I'm
Yeah, but I
saying?
mean, how many people have we brought on the show, and how many people do we know that are like, "Oh, the first time I smoked, I was 12 or I was
Yeah.
14."
Yeah.
So it's gonna
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he
happen.
did that too. But
Yeah.
this was the time where he felt confident enough to be like, all right, I'm gonna smoke with my dad.
How old is he?
Well, he's 27 now.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So it
Okay.
just felt weird. It was like when he was like 21. And I was like, this is bad. Oh no.
For me, I was like you. I'm like, I'm not doing this with my child, but I would rather her do it with me than
And
with some knucklehead kids. And
right.
let's be honest, I'm gonna have better stuff.
Yeah, that's
So
the yeah, that was the conclusion I came to as well. I was like, you know
yeah.
what? At least he's not hiding. And that's one thing. I don't like it when my children hide
Mhm.
from me. And they
Right.
hide in plain sight. It's like they something's weird.
Yeah.
Or you sense it in the air with their behavior. So I know when he was trying to hide stuff from me, and when the fact that he felt so comfortable with our relationship to not only not hide it but feel like he wanted to include me. I was like, all right, I look at it. I see it
Yeah.
like that.
You have to. I mean, and my child, like my oldest, we were at a birthday party over the summer back in Oklahoma and there was lots of beers everywhere. And my daughter was like, "Can I try it?" I was like, "Yeah."
Oh shit! What kind of beer?
Uh, I don't
Please
want
don't
to
say
be
Pabst Blue Ribbon.
No,
Please don't say Budweiser.
think Dos Equis?
Ah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All right,
Yeah,
cool.
it was a Mexican party.
Yeah, yeah,
My brother, his wife is Mexican, her family. So,
yeah. Yeah,
and I let her try it. She was disgusted. She was disgusted.
yeah.
And like, yes, but with cannabis, so I was showing her actually because I'm a huge Big Brother fan.
Mhm.
And I was showing her my friend and her mom. They've been watching Big Brother for 25 seasons together.
Wow.
And I was like, "Look how cool, like, I wanna be like this with you." And then the next slide was them smoking weed together,
Oh
and I,
shit.
like, had to click out of that. I was like, "You can't you can't see that." And she said, "I wanna smoke weed with you."
Oh shit.
Yeah. I was like, "How do I respond to this?" I'm like,
Oh.
"No."
Do you think there is an age where you think is acceptable for not anyone's kids,
Right.
your
My
kids?
kids. Okay, so medicinally, right? So teenagers go through a lot. Depression, suicide is going up, lack of self-worth. Watching social media, like for us, we dealt with what we dealt with at school.
Mhm.
We went home and that was the end of it until the next day.
Mhm.
It doesn't end for them. It's on social media. Like they can make fake pages about one another and just trash each other. So if we get to a point where she's suicidal, she's depressed, things are not going well in her life, she experiences something traumatic, we're going to the plant first
Mhm.
and even to like mushrooms, but like under the guide of a professional before we hit pharmaceuticals,
Yeah.
which can change your brain forever and like give you issues forever. We're gonna go plant therapies first. So
Or take the phone.
yeah, my kids don't have social media. That's a
Right.
no-fly zone until their brains are a bit more developed and
Mm.
they are better with rejection and, not really on the comparison type tip, but
Mm.
their friends are on TikTok and it's like
Going
already
through it.
that still like spills into them.
Yeah, going
Yeah.
through it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting the way,
Mhm.
these kids develop and what their use for attention is going to be. That's the most different thing about the way these kids are growing up is the attention that they get or they think that they're getting from their peers.
Mhm.
Not just your peer group that you go to school with, across the entire planet,
Mhm.
depending on whether you want to be seen or not. And if you're addicted to that, which can be addicting,
Mhm. Yeah.
then now you're seeking attention from the entire planet when it wasn't that
It
before.
wasn't that. Childhood
Right,
stars dealt with that, and we used to
right,
feel for them because the
right.
outcome was never good, and now we've got a lot of
Mhm.
those cases with social media, but, I mean, they're already doing a lot of drugs too, so,
Yeah, yeah.
but we're gonna do it with intention. Okay, now Christmas
Mhm.
is coming too. How do you have a shopping strategy, or are you just kinda
I absolutely do.
okay, let's hear it.
I don't.
You don't Christmas shop.
I fucking hate it.
Okay, so the money, are you
I throw the money on the table
okay, boom,
and I
easy
say,
peasy.
"Look, there's a tree." My lady goes out and just she Tony Starks that shit.
There you go.
Everything's lined up,
There you go.
everything's wrapped up. I'm just surprised as everybody else. I'm like, oh,
We got you an
oh, that is incredible.
iPad? Okay.
Incredible. I'm applauding like, oh,
Yeah.
it's from you. Oh.
I did that.
No, it's
Um,
good. But yeah, I mean, I don't enjoy shopping.
yeah,
Like I think it's I'm the kind of shopper that goes in like when I go clothes shopping, I go buy an outfit.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just going to buy the pants, and I shop at the same store that I've been shopping at since the swap meets shut down.
yeah.
I have no qualms about it. It's called T Mart. It's called T Mart. They have wonderful sock aisle. They got all of the pro club shirts lined up. I only wear one thing.
There you go.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
if you were watching the episodes, you may see a different hat or you may see something, maybe a sweater,
Yeah.
but underneath that motherfucker is a 2X Pro Club
Uh-huh.
with some motherfucking Levi's or matching pants, some of those wonderful socks with the little
Mhm.
blue on the bottom. You know what I'm saying?
You know, Steve Jobs had a uniform too.
Hey, that's it,
There you
man.
go. There you
Like,
go.
okay, so I'll
Simple.
splurge on a couple things. Like I'll splurge on my drawers,
Okay.
and oh no, I'm getting them. Yo, people sending me the motherfuckers now,
All
man.
right. There you
Yeah,
go.
I get free drawers now. But they send me those, and you know what I'm saying. Like cologne, my
Mhm.
cologne, pretty expensive.
Mhm.
I I I I, I will splurge on that.
Mhm.
But as far as like being fashionable, like I've worn the same outfit since I was like 15.
Yeah.
And it's just,
Yeah.
like, yeah, it just fucking works.
You know, as a girl, I feel like the girlies, they style, they dress up, they get cute, and I'm very much gonna be the same as well. Like, I am going to be the same pretty timeless look. Like, I've
Yeah.
been wearing the same stuff for
As,
a
as
while too.
now here's the thing. As I get older, like just like the skydiving thing, like I feel like I need to dress different.
Okay.
Like I'm feeling like that.
All right,
You know
transformation.
what I'm saying? Like I'm feeling like yeah, okay, cool. I casual is one thing, but it gotta be like nice,
Yeah.
casual. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was like, am I one to dress up? I don't know if I like that side
Yeah.
of me coming out.
See, yeah, that's me. I'm gonna wear
Yeah.
casual, but it's gonna be, like, cute. It's
Like
gonna
I'm never
be
gonna be like Uncle Red, like who come with the whole slick
Yeah.
down with the you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
The full blown suit.
Yes,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Like
Right.
matching shoes, socks on. I don't know if I'll be Uncle Red.
What about a Nike Tech?
I don't know if I want to be that guy either. You know what I'm saying? Like where I'm just in the sweatsuit, like I can't give it up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I gotta be somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. So you just don't wanna
Yeah,
shop.
like I can still juke somebody. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. I got you. All right. Keep it simple. So you
Yeah,
don't like to shop. I'm just like you. I hate the grocery store, in fact. Like, I'm
yeah.
gonna go at night when they're stocking everything
You don't
and there's
Postmates or
nobody in the store.
Instacart or
Yeah, I
nothing?
Instacart
Okay,
religiously.
yeah,
I can't do
yeah.
the stores. And then why in LA, why do I have to fight for parking to get groceries?
Mm.
Like, why is every Trader Joe's parking lot like the Hunger Games? I don't understand it. I just want to get like my staple. So, I avoid shopping, and so with my kids,
Mm.
I've had to tell them, like, "Look, it's not good for me. You guys don't even touch this stuff. So
Wow.
what if I just get you one big item every year and you pick it out?" And then, of course, I do, like, throw things like a couple of gift cards in the
Yes.
stocking and some little things, and then the family pretty much laces them down elsewhere.
Right, right.
So, like, last year, my daughter wanted an iPad and my son wanted a VR. Easy, we're done.
Yeah, there you
We're
go.
done. I'm not up all night wrapping presents, trying to find time to shop. It's just makes
I
my life so
fucked
much
up.
easier.
I fucked up. Man, our kids was coming down to motherfucking Griswold, motherfucking movie style Christmases with fucking beautiful things
Oh,
and all
yeah.
stacked up way high on the
Yeah, they
tree.
have that.
That became the fucking norm.
Yeah.
So I'm like, now I'm just getting shit just to get shit. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes.
it's like,
And
yeah, I
it's
just to make the tree look right. It's
that's
like
all
this.
it was, and they don't touch it. It gets
Yeah.
donated a year later,
I'm
and
like,
my
yeah.
kids hate getting clothes for Christmas.
Yeah.
They don't want anything that is a necessity. They don't want
Right.
socks, underwear, clothes, like, those are things that should be provided
Right.
for.
Right. But I
So
would get cool fucking shit. I would
yeah.
get cool shit like, okay, I know they like this. So, but the gifts that I've got for Christmas have always been like, wow,
Yeah.
you motherfuckers don't give a fuck about me. No, I know that. Look. In all due respect, I know what you look like, nigga. Do not give me a picture of yourself
Oh
for
my
Christmas.
gosh.
I know what you look like, nigga. You
I do
know,
not want a picture of you.
I get it. I get it. You're the gift that keeps on giving, son. And I love it. And yeah, so or else it's the pajamas, and they
Yeah.
want me to put them on right then. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, okay, cool. So I got
Oh,
a
yeah.
robe.
They wanna see
I
it.
could depend on a robe showing up in some pajamas, and then pretty much some drawers. Everybody get those. I got the Air Force ones and all that, but pretty much that's it. You
No,
know what I'm
it's
saying?
truly, like, the kids
Or something to fix something. Don't give me something that makes me do more work. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I agree. The terrible kid gifts have to stop. Like, why do I have an inflatable chair? Why do I have an inflatable chair for Christmas? Like, what am I gonna do with this? This is for you.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah,
I used to
kids.
I used to I used to get gifts that were too small for me.
Oh.
I was like, I'm not wearing this. This is like size medium. I'm gonna look like a golf tee in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's
I'm
a
not gonna,
hug.
like, I'm not the fashion guy. I shop at T-Mart. You know what I'm saying? You should have went there.
Should have
Like,
went to T-Mart.
stop trying to dress me up in shit that's too tight for me. You know what
Oh
I'm saying? Like, I don't
man.
want to.
You're an easy guy to shop for.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. With everyone else, I give them weed.
Yeah, yeah.
You're getting edibles, you're getting
Is that
blunts,
a real gift? Is that a gift that works?
do you know the tax rate, the going rate on taxing weed right now? Heck yeah, that's an
Yeah.
incredible gift. Show up with a gift bag of like pre-rolls, edibles, rolling papers, a grinder.
Like one of those baskets.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a little I put it together with the things that I have.
Okay.
And
Yeah, that'd be
yeah.
dope.
Uh-huh.
I would like that. But I
Yeah.
don't know if I made like 20 of those and like gave them out to my closest friends if they would appreciate
I
it.
think they would.
Yeah?
Everybody wants free weed.
All right.
Everybody wants free weed or alcohol.
Okay.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
feel like, the weed is like a
Yeah.
social happy thing. I don't know how this alcohol is gonna
I
affect
don't know.
you.
I'm gonna send that to, the the CEO of my business management. I don't know how he's gonna.
I think he would love it. And then the thing is, even if they don't consume it, it is gifts for other people that other
Yeah.
people would love. Like it's still to us, we're in it. We see the pack, we get it all the time.
Yeah.
But to other people, it is like when they walk into my house,
Yeah.
into my weed rooms, and like or the big giant drawer that's only full like weed products,
Yeah,
their
yeah.
eyes like pop out of their head. Like, how do you consume all of this? Do you need help? Like, can I take some?
Yeah,
Like, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe I should start doing that. Have like instead of like Halloween, you come up for Christmas, You got all kinds of cannabis stuff
Yeah.
out. Yeah, you
Absolutely. And
pick a
that's
bowl.
what brands want. Like when they're gifting me a whole bunch of things, obviously it's not just for me. You want me to spread this out amongst my people so that
Yes,
they can get an
yes.
opinion. So it's like brand awareness as well. So
Yeah.
you're doing the Lord's work.
Doing the Lord's work.
Yeah, the
That's
Lord's
right.
work.
We all know that Jesus smoked weed.
Yes, he did. Or wait, he anointed people with oil that definitely had weed in it. I don't know if he smoked it.
See, this is getting better.
Yes,
Yeah.
cannabism. Mhm.
All right, man. Well, on that note, this is going to be a great time. Enjoy your holidays. I don't know.
Mhm.
We'll take some time off, but just know we will be back with another episode of the Lasagna Ganja podcast.
Yeah.
You know, with these medicated turkeys and all this stuff is going down. Yo, send us any kind of medication you're doing, you know, for your Thanksgiving
Yes.
celebration.
Thanksgiving.
And send it to us on at the Lasagna Ganja on IG and wherever you get your streaming platforms. Watch us there. Leave your comments. We love you guys. Happy holidays. X to the Z Xzibit.
And I'm Tammy, the Cannabis Cutie, and please tag me in your plate photos. I want to see what you're eating.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. It's the Lasagna Ganja podcast.
Peace.
Peace.
Check out the Lasagna Ganja podcast wherever podcasts are streamed.
And check out our separate feed with video episodes.
Available on Spotify and YouTube.
For more information, visit dcpofficial.com.